Hello. Hello, everyone. I've had to mess around with my audio settings a little bit to make this work. I listened back to the VODs on the previous ones, and the distortion annoyed the hell out of me. So until I work out what's actually the problem, it's going to sound a bit roomier, because apparently me standing further away from the mic will give me a better experience. There's also a little fluffy boy who may be making an appearance behind me. Though currently he's just like curled up into a ball. So I've not played this save in like 2 weeks now. So I'm not entirely sure. Right, so oh yeah, this is one thing I remember. You see these clothes like strewn hither and yon. It's this guy here who is running around babbling because he is basically I'm assuming he lost some sort of sanity thing because he wasn't able to pray to his god, because at the time I didn't know how you make temples. So what is this a temple to? Meeting area, yeah, but what's the details? Unnamed meeting hall. Does it not tell me? What am I trying to find? Religion. Where's your religion? So it's not on here. Or here. Oh, right. Maybe it'll be disdain sacrifice. Good on you, buddy. So yeah, a few things have happened. This is the only fortress I've had that has actually done fairly well. Just for anyone who has this is basically like my everything stockpile at the moment. So literally everything just goes into this one area. I know I should probably mess around with. Wait a sec. Right. So I don't know how this happens, but these seem to be holes in the ground down to the area below, and that's why there's grass there. It happened on my my last one as well. Right, so go back to the surface. Yeah, this is like a general waiting room, because I didn't know that it's like roguelike rules, so you can just go diagonally. Because it was meant to go, you enter in here, and then you've got this waiting room here, should you need it. But no, people often just tend to walk through this corner here. What is this? Is this a guinea pig? Zephon Lelum Lolok. Oh, it's a boar. It's a tiny boar, but it looks like he felt satisfied after. Yeah, generally I like checking out the personality of animals, because it gives them as much of a personality as it gives humans. And I don't know if it's like really ever gonna bear. See, look here. He's a 2-year-old pig. He has a great affinity for language, very good intuition, and a sum of patience, but he has meagre creativity. He rarely looks on others with lust. Well, I'd hope not. He is a bit young. He forms strong emotional bonds with others, at times to his detriment. He is very ambitious, always looking for a better way to better his situation. He tends to assume the worst of two outcomes will be the one that comes to pass. He tends to share his own experiences and thoughts with others. He has little interest in joking around. He often acts with compassion. He does not easily fall in love and rarely develops positive sentiments. He tends not to be swayed by emotional appeals. So this is, again, a 2-year-old pig. And it's given them that level of personality, like detail to it. I guess this is... Yeah, one thing I'd like to do is just like lock the camera to a cat and just see what they do. And there's generally, like many cats, there's a lot of running backwards and forwards between places, and if someone's excavating a place, they'll run in to observe them and make sure that they're doing a proper job. Oh. Right, I don't know what I'm doing here. So, the thieves. The thieves are going to be... they're going to probably be kobolds. Where are we? Citizen information, others, kobold thief. So there's 3 of them together. So I'm going to... So here they are. Here's at least 2 of them. Don't know where the 3rd one is down here. No. I don't know how they're going to get in. We'll probably just run in. But I can't do anything about them because I haven't got like a proper militia, I guess. I've been trying to... Nobles and administrators. See, I've got a militia commander. But... I don't know how to do these, like the requirements to get them. And so what I've got is I've got a base where we've got like 40 dwarves who will probably just punch the kobolds to death. And yeah. Oh yeah, this guy I mentioned before, who's gone mad, I've locked him in to the fishery. So as long as he doesn't do anything here, then it's probably not too much of a problem. See, another massive personality for the pig there. Oh yeah, this is a tavern. So because it's a tavern, we get visitors from like other parts of the world. Which is interesting because then we get like because you've got the advanced world generation stuff when you create a world in Dwarf Fortress, and then you get more interactions. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's a honey badger's mangle skeleton. I was going to say because is he standing on there? What are you doing? He's content after eating a fine dish. He feels pleasure having an intellectual discussion with an acquaintance. Good. So I made a pretty big mistake that led me to redo this year. I started in the year 250, but I basically, because it also saves for me every year. I rewound the year. The problem was, what am I doing? What I'm looking for? There was a tooltip up here at the beginning of the thing that said, see, an exceptional kumquat wood crossbow. Basically, I've got someone who makes lots of really good crossbows, but not much else that's like exceptional. And so the definitely what was I going to say? Sorry, I find it easy to get sidetracked. Oh yes, the crossbows. So up here is my trading post, and I guess this is like a noob mistake always, which is that when the elves come, I accidentally sold them like a whole lot of the crossbows, which are all made out of wood, and I didn't know that they have like a sort of druidic religion type thing, and they took a deep offense to it, and they wouldn't like buy anything off me after that. Alright, so more people are visiting. 4 children, poor empathy. See, this is what I like, is that, like, see, I can't really put these into words, but, like, it generates, for people who haven't seen it, it generates the whole world and its history and, like, societies and factions that are, like, sometimes at war with each other, sometimes they get deposed, sometimes the leader gets killed and then it gets subsumed into like a larger thing. The new doctrine. Can I read anything about that? No. So basically, when you start up, if you've like frozen your game, you can read a wiki. I'll just follow them. You can read a wiki showing all the details. Why are you going through the water? Anyway, yeah, basically this whole area was where I originally had. Wait, do I still have them there? Do I still have my pumps? Right, so I originally had a well somewhere around here. I think it was here, and then when I was like excavating and stuff here, and like chopping down trees to get the wood and whatnot, one of the workers fell in and drowned. I think what it was they some of the rock here beneath this area collapsed, and then it made them bang their head and like fall in here like unconscious, face down. So they drowned. And so then I had to like, I was like, okay, we're gonna move the well now, and I was trying to get the body out, but the water level was too high, so so I then had to excavate like further around to get the water level to drop to the point where people could actually get to the body. And I think 2 more people died in the process. So yeah, that's Dwarf Fortress basically. Like, just seeing whatever the hell can go wrong. And like, if you ever go on the, I need to probably increase the size of my wood stockpile there. And no, let's just do that while I'm here. I'll do it around the corner. Stockpile, click that one, and then repaint it. Let's do that. I need it to be a bit bigger than it was. Wait, what's that? A smearing of capybara blood. Oh yeah, the capybaras in this area are pretty violent. They will just like randomly attack my dwarfs for no reason. They are like the opposite of capybaras IRL. Also, one of my dudes, smattering of Ineth. Was it Ineth Craftinks? Is it Ineth Craftink alive or dead? We can tell, can't we? With dead missing. There we go. No, not on there. Oh yeah, basically I just like slaughtered all the animals because I felt like it. Ineth crafting. Ah, there we are. I don't know. Maybe they were a visitor? I don't know. Or maybe they changed the name. Oh, yeah. That's their nickname. Or, like, whatever. I talk to acquaintance. I feel fond. Oh, yeah, this area here, it may look a bit sparse. And it is. But the reason it looks like that is... No, there's no reason why it looks like that. But the reason why they're gathered in this area is because it's a guild hall. So sometimes you find that there was... What were they teaching? There was something that the craftspeople were like teaching each other. Are you still running around babbling? He's thirsty though. Do I let him out, or shall I keep him locked up in there? Yeah, this place is getting kind of busy now. Or that is his sock up on there. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna just quickly show what this looks like in the old ASCII glyph art style, because I could not play this game like this. You also can't zoom in or anything, so it's just like... right. So I can see activity happening, and like I know there's like tables and chairs, but if you were to like ask me anything beyond that, it's just completely unreadable for me. I can sometimes like tell when I look at them like side by side, but otherwise, no. I like playing games with graphics. Thank you. Doesn't need to be good, but I like graphics to be existent. Because I don't want this guy to die, but what's his satisfaction level? Wait, is that guy glowing for a bad reason? Feel satisfied at work. Is this going to be like a Fey mood? Basically, they can... oh, right, is this it? Is this what I have to do for the militia? Basically, there have been a lot of people who've had sudden inspiration from being infected by Fey creatures. Ban that person. Reason. Sorry, one sec. Spam. So yeah, some of my best artisans have been like... Oh yeah. So this is like my dormitory at the moment. And then I've got like actual proper rooms here. Right, so this room here is... What is it again? Barracks, right, that's the barracks. Okay, I didn't realise that some of these people had already like assigned themselves bedrooms. I think I'm probably gonna get another layer down ready, because I basically just like sandwich these rooms in like the side of this hill here, using basically all the space I had. Can't do it on that level. That's my worshipping level. Worshipping / mechanics level. Wait, so what are these people? Again, can I work out what these people are worshipping? Stone carver. Oh yeah, I don't have enough new gems. Wait, let's see if it says. Groups. The early iron. Oh no. Where some of these people just like hanging out. Whoa. Anyway, let's go one level down. So let's dig. Go one level down. And then start the excavation process. See, this is where I this is basically my mine shaft kind of area. I just kind of like dig around to see what substances are on each level, and then see if like maybe at one point it's gonna like open up into a big wide cavernous area. So we've gone one level down. I'll build away from the mine shaft. So we'll build a corridor, and then so what's the priority? So I'm going to make this priority 1. Right, and then I've got to redraw that now. Oh yeah, I've got to turn that off. Okay. So generally, I just because of basically because of the crafting, like the workshops being 3x3, I do tend to just do 3x3 for everything. That'll do for now, I guess. I mean, I'm basically just doing this for that one guy. For the benefit of one guy. However... That'll do for now. Can I look at items that I've got? Basically, I want to work out whether I've got enough beds. So, furniture, bed. Right, so I've got 3 beds. I'll need to get someone to build more. Yeah, I've got them making like endless wooden barrels just so that we have enough place to like store like grog or whatever. So we're gonna make bed, and then we're gonna raise that to the top. Let's move over and see if has anyone started. Yeah, see the figurines are also another part of what people seem to want to buy from me. So I just like make endless amounts of them, and then the happier they are, then the more trade that I get in the future, the better my sort of reputation. The more my reputation precedes me. Oh, is this going to be the kobolds again? Ah, right. So these are the people I failed last time. So I'm gonna make sure I don't give them any wood this time. Maybe I'm assuming stone's going to be fine. I'm assuming stone is going to be fine. Right, move goods to the depot. I don't think they're going to like... Wait, is pigtail a plant? Or is it from a literal pig's tail? Let's see. Figurines. Microcline. Llama bone. I don't think that's going to go down well. Mussel shell. No. Well, there's a lot of mussel shell figurines. Not palm wood either. Microcline is at least, rock. Do you want any rock salt doors, mate? John, let's put some of these mechanisms up here because I only built them because I was trying to because when I excavated that area, I was like, oh, maybe the option that I've got to do is like I've got to build a pump system and pump the water out, but no. Leather. I don't know. So I don't know the specific rules, and don't tell me because I want to see. I want to make them hate me, if that's what they have to do, if that's what they feel like. Rock salt statue, nice statue. These can go. Yeah, why not throw a table in as well? I think that's going to be okay. Goblets. What have we got for goblets? No, not wood. Iron cap. No, 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 no. No. Shale coffins, why not? Awaiting 43 items. Okay. Do not sell them any of this, please. Right. Where did the elves go? They're over here, weren't they? Is that them? There we are. So... they're going to be moving across while my people are going to be moving all the trade goods across, and hopefully they won't, because I think last time they ended up declaring war on me. They didn't say that it was war, but they did give the impression. They gave the impression that maybe it would be war. Okay. Oh, I can't trade yet. For whatever reason. The work on this still hasn't started, and this was priority 1, so I wonder what else I've got that I'm building that's priority 1. God, I don't see anything. I don't have a room there, and I built it. Maybe that can be that captain guy thing, because then the barracks are over here. Right, are you ready to trade yet? I'm probably going to need these things, but iron bars. No, not all of them. Let's put a handful of copper bars. Some of the better ones. Platinum. Oh no, they're platinum. Billion bars. Because basically you have to do this all from like a trading menu, and so you're basically only wanting what you want to trade for, and if you get any more than that, then you can't like sell something if you don't want it back. If you get me, it's not like you get money, is what I mean. You are trading literally for whatever they are trading with you. Why? Anyone requested the depot. There we go. Now we can trade. Okay. Greetings, we are enchanted to see your more ethical works. So that was like the hint, I guess, that they weren't going to be here for. This is a weird thing. See, they don't like live animals unless they're in a cage, which is weird. Weird to me. Basically, I'm going to need weapons at some point, so why not get a little bit of everything? You see these marks either side of it mean that there's something like special about them, like artisanal. Right, so yeah. Okay. Basically, instruments are very annoying to actually set up. So I want to try and grease the wheels if it's all possible. Yeah, take all those. Excess weight. Okay. So they actually can't take that with them. Okay, that'll be a. Wait, what did I do? See, this is the message I got last time. So what have I accidentally sold them? Platinum bars, copper bars, billion bars, breastplate, bismuth, bronze. I don't know. I don't know. In any case, I've apparently upset them. Oh no, there's no merchants. They've all gone, even though they're still standing there. I was wondering if I could, if I'd offended one of them, then maybe the other one could be swayed. So yeah, I'm going to look up next time. See, Paradise Nut Crossbow. This guy just keeps on like pumping them all out. Are you? He's content remembering dining in a legendary dining room. That's this. Well, I think you're gonna have to be content a little bit longer, mate. Or at least until you stop babbling. Unmet need, acquire object. I don't know what that means. Sickle. Oh, that's why. I think that might be it, anyway. Where's this? Oh. Yeah, see, like, it was one of these that caused that person to bang their head, fall unconscious in the water, and die and pollute my water supply. So it was a thing like that. But at this time, it seems nothing bad's happened. Oh yeah, can I... I'm not going to keep it on all the time, but is there... where is it? Ah, show numerical liquid levels. That's what I was going to do. So yeah, these were 7 when the body fell in, like that there. So I had to dig it outwards, and then they dropped down to 3, and then they could be dredged out of there. Although I did earlier have like a little problem with I think it's over here. Is it over here? Sorry, I'm looking at the mini map now. Ah, I did have a lot of problem with oh, was it because I tried to sell them a coffin? That'll be it, won't it? Because I revel in death. I think it's fucking stupid, but you know. Another willow crossbow. I had quite a bit of a problem with hauntings at one point. So I had to build that because the dead kept on appearing. Wait, this isn't going to be another person who's stripped off their clothes and gone crazy, is it? Whose room's this? Thraltig Agaslan. Thraltig Agaslan. There we are. Eat. Just seems to be fine, doesn't he? Mostly fine, I guess. Seems to be. The cat seems to like him at least. Yeah, I put these on like a low priority dig, so I don't know what the others were. I don't know what's preventing this from happening. No study, no quarters, no dining room, no tomb. Oh, for a second. Good, because another good crossbow. Well, I'm glad that he's actually taking up the job now. Rather than just not. Hopefully next time, maybe they'll... Squad sidebar. Right, close that, open this. There's a leather working demonstration going on, so it would probably make sense. Wait, do I have or need a tannery? Maybe it would just be better to use metal armor. Wait. The release barricaded mornings. That's what they're called. Joe, I'm going to let this guy out in a sec. Just because he's annoying me a bit. And he's hungry as well, so maybe getting some food in him will make him like less weird. Right. Right, so we'll remember he's there. Again, is there a way for me to check what god this is to? So that guy was for sickle. Meeting area. Accept. Wait, I think that might actually be the one that already exists. Because I picked the one that had the most worshippers, which would wait, that's a different logo. Maybe this was from before. There we go. Oh, wait, where's that guy? The crazy guy. He's going to have moved anyway, isn't he? I think this is him. Dehydrated, drowsy. I think he's going to die in a sec anyway. But at least he can pray. Because my worry is that he's just going to annoy people. If he's running around... Oh! Positions, okay. The Malign Confederation's wishes to reside in Mansion Swallows for the purpose of entertaining citizens and visitors. Do you approve of this request? I want to know what the Malign Confederations are, but it won't let me. Why not? If it bites me in the arse later on, then that's fine. What? Migrants have arrived. Yeah, my original so we got them to 45. The original here they are. The original people sorry, the original fortress I built after the first couple of years no one came. But they also seem to come more often here anyway now. So I'm hoping we don't just like cap out around here. That'll be a shame. We still don't have that place dug out, guys. Come on. Well, the guy's socks moved, so I'm going to assume maybe it got put in the items. Does it say here? None. Okay. Well, I mean, this is your fault, really, mate. We've made this... He is uneasy after being unable to acquire something for too long. He feels lonely after being away from his family for too long. He is uneasy after being kept from alcohol for too long. Right, mate. This is the tavern here. What? This is an Electrum-bound codex. The written portion consists of 19-page essay entitled Life with Crafts Tattoos, authored by... Right. Oh, well, that was 20 years ago. For a second I was getting confused. What's going on here? No. Because I accidentally deleted the one that had the main guy in it. And that was a problem, clearly. What's his fucking name? Novice Hammer Dwarf. Novice Wrestler. Competent Mace Dwarf. What should we call this? Do you know what? The Copper Fane's fine. We'll just call it that for now. Okay. Assign a kill order. So soldiers will attempt to kill a targeted creature. Okay. Assign a station order. The soldiers will stand near the point. Okay. Assign a patrol order. Right. Assign a burrow defense order. That'll probably be if like we have like actual battles. Assign a training order. We'll just get them to train for now. Wait, did that just increase to 48? Oh, God. Stonecrafter has been elected mayor. See, when it says a person there, I wish it would, like, zoom in on the person, not the place where the thing happened. This guy's still running around, raving and drooling. Come on, dude. Ah, there we are. We knew it was going to happen eventually. But hey, that guy's still done a very nice crossbow. So let's get this guy dealt with. And let's keep the camera trained on him just to make sure that he is actually being moved. Okay, good. Because there have been times when people haven't been moved. Their bodies have just been there. The Cloudy Company, a farmers' guild, has been established. Are they going to be wanting a guild hall soon? Okay. No one seems to be doing any training here, guys. So I'm not entirely sure what you think you're doing. Come on, guys. What's going on here? You know, I'm gonna dig it a few layers down so I don't have to deal with this, hopefully, again. Miner. Hey, Miner. I need you to mine. Sure, I'll make another fucking temple. Just for you, mate. Just for you. This is a Duthel Brave Lewis. Whoa. Wait. Oh, human. Right. I was wondering whether the proportions were weird, but I'm just so used to not having humans around. I wonder if that's going to cause any problems. Sorry, just a second. I'm looking behind me and I can see the lovely fluffy boy. I'm going to grab a drink. Sorry to be rude. So, what are we doing? Again, we've got no one doing the work that we ordered a long time ago. Oh, well, maybe they can't do that because they can mine, but they can't build stairs. Soldier, no activity. I told you to go to the goddamn barracks. available as pet. Sounds like you're available for slaughter, my friend. Uninterested? No, they're cats. They can stay. Is that this naked dude? Oh, human poet? Or is that just like... Whoa. Hello? The where dear Snodub, I'm not going to read that, has come. A very large deer twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow red. Its sepia hair is very curly. Now you will know why you fear the night. Shit! Oh, that's just the foal that we killed. You guys need to actually start murdering people, okay? Novice fighter. Team all places. Let's see what we've got. Expert fighter, there we go. Guys, I want you all to back to squads. Right, so we've got to find out where this werdeer is, because in previous things I dug too low and then it opened up into a cavern, and then I found something in that cavern. So I hope these guys can actually be encouraged to... Right, so where are we looking? Here. Others. What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ. One sec, I'm taking a photo of that. A child! This thing's attacking a child. But this child is near death. Okay. This is a fight I must press on. She is terrified when in combat. She is shaken after suffering a major injury. She is afraid after experiencing trauma. She feels vengeful when joining an existing conflict. Like, because there's this... Is this entrails here? Is this child, like, very violently dying? The werdeer attacks the dwarven child, but she jumps away. I've been injured badly. This leaves me so shaken. At the very least, Lau, I need you guys to kill this guy. No. No. How do I get off this? Oh. One target. So we're gonna follow this fucking horrible, That is entrails, isn't it? Oh, jeez, Louise. That doesn't look like a child, does it? Right, so it's killed the dwarven child now. Ah, there we go, there we go. I think it's connected with it now. Confirm. Okay. So we've got kill Snow. Interrupted by a tiger? What? Oh, for fuck's sake. Where's the goddamn tiger? Sickly. Why are you here? Anyway, let's go back to Snow Orb and hopefully those guys are gonna kill this thing. Or at least attack it. There we go, a second death. Wait, positions. Oh yeah, Guildhall. Where are you guys? Militia captain. No, do not store item in stock. Okay, there we go. Well, let's just hope you get there in time, in any kind of sense. Jesus Christ, the amount of fucking blood already here. People throwing up. Front teeth being knocked out. More deaths. Is it dead now? Did it die? Deceased. Okay. That's that taken care of. However, a lot of people just died. And, well, dispose of that. Two bodies on that same spot. So I'm going to need to build a bigger tomb to fill all these people. You like literally just like punch the life out of that fucking child. There we are. Interrupted by a word. So it attacked basically everyone who was doing anything around there. That's why there's so many dead. But also the population's up, so swinging some roundabouts. Make another really long corridor. Good job I didn't sell the coffins to the fucking elves, did I? Even though I tried. No, wrong one. So let's see. If they do actually take care of this as priority 1, then we know that the issue is with building the stairs. Which is odd. That should be enough for now, right? In any case, I think are some of these not officially tombs yet, anyway? Ah, okay. Tomb. And let's go. See what happens. Oh, there's more fighting. The weird ear. The piglet stands up. Oh, there was a piglet that. Oh, the sow child. That's what it means. It wasn't like a. Poor bugger. Oh, and the other thing is I don't have a hospital yet. So I guess I'm going to have to do that right now. Ooh. I'll do this as a priority 2 to like dig out this area here so that these can be made into separate guild halls. I'm just going to use one of these for now. To make a hospital. And hopefully that'll do something. Oh god, they're just gonna be sitting there, I guess. Well. Yep, they've not done anything here. Of course, it would help if I actually furniture, burial. I've got plenty of coffins though, so it's no worry. Hopefully that was it. Hopefully that was what I needed to do. Where was the other area that I wanted dug out? Right, so I have dug something out. There we go. That was it. I hadn't assigned someone to do it. Because I guess maybe the person who would do it before had died. Or maybe I just messed around with the options one too many times and it did something stupid. Probably will need to make this a priority one, actually. Because I get worried that the petitions are going to expire or they're going to get angry because I've not actually done anything. So I better get that dealt with. This probably seems like a good time for me to have a drink, so unless I hear any weird alert sounds, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to mute my mic for a sec. Bye. Um. So this is bad. This is pretty bad, let's say. Just one sec. I'm gonna make a post about this and see if anyone else wants to join. So, how it is that I'm gonna deal with these if they keep creating more like zombies? And just to be sure, I want to make sure that it is just the word is that are getting killed. With the militia captain. Wait, this was the militia captain? Oh no. Oh, right. So the militia captain's dead. Two of the people who were in the squad have now turned into Werdeer, and there's a pig just kind of casually sitting there. What do you want? He feels vengeful when joining an existing conflict. Oh. All right, let's just ride this one out. Let's see what happens now, because I think this might actually be the end of this particular fortress. But hey, I've got the guild hall built, haven't I? Oh. Okay, so two of them are dead. Right, two of them are dead. Yeah, two of them are dead. There's a lot of dead. Where are these people? Oh, they're just like piled up in this room. Okay. Stop going in there! What do you mean off duty? Oh. 30, 34. Are they dead now? Looks like it. That's a lot of people to die in one go. Oh. Um. I'm gonna be honest. This was my first sort of like semi-successful fortress. I wasn't expecting it to go worse than the rest. You know. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a lot of tombs to fit all these people. No one's particularly happy. Do you know what? How about I just let them do what they're doing right now? I'll go to the floor below. Did this guy witness it or something? He feels satisfied at work. No, he doesn't seem traumatized or whatever. Naboya has been found dead. So I get the feeling that those who weren't killed by the one word here will definitely be turned by the three. But you know what? Let's play petitions. Guildhall for Cloudy Company and Guildhall for Diamond. Meeting area. What were they? Oh, I can't remember what they were. Oh, right, you'll tell me if there's an established guild, won't it? Right. What are you doing? Huh? I need to get rid of that body, I think. Though I don't know where I'd put it. Oh, no, no, no. Damn it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did you just drop that body there? Okay. Yeah, the floor down below. We were here. We have to turn all of these into priority 3. Because now the funeral costs are what's the most important thing. I'm sure there's probably an easy way to do this, but I don't know it, so I'm just going to do it this way. I'm scared to let the clock run down in case people start turning again. But yeah, I think there's a high probability that that will be it soon. Just in that I'll have to need to start a fortress elsewhere. But hey, failure's fun, isn't it? And they even do like a euphemism on the wiki that where dear still. Right, so they are moving the bodies slowly. Oh, funnily enough, it is the same level as the hospital was on. So I think maybe. What the fuck is this? Oh. So we're just seeing the rotten flesh, is all. Yeah, so they're priority 1. I might need more coffins. I'm definitely going to need more tombs. Alright, so that's the edge of the map. Can I draw there? No. Okay. I'm going to need to... and then do a long corridor here. And then we'll build the rest later. Some of the people who died are going to have been visitors as well. And I think that's probably going to kill my chances of anyone else joining. Ah, there we are. Now they're moving. Thanks, Black Cat. We're gonna have to go all hands to the deck, so I'm gonna do this for now. They are dwarf after all. Yeah, they still haven't built. Oh, what are we even going to trade? Would you like to buy my lovely rotten flesh? I'll just sell them all the shit that the fucking elves don't want. Wait. Where did the... Isn't there someone supposed to be here trading? See, it looks like they're going from here, jumping up, and then going through here. Right, so there is trade happening. I just need to... Looks like we've got another boss, and I'm assuming, yep, 3 more word here. Let's just get this trade done, you know, and then we'll see what happens. Let's give them all of these and bits of rope. Let's go with that. Oh, God. Wait. Who's possessed? Who's possessed? Or is that him dead? Own migrants came. What a wonderful time. What a wonderful time for it. Oh, God. Topple. Right, okay, so it's not them. There we are. Strange mood. Ah, those are the legs of the what do you call it? Do we even have a squad anymore? Okay, there we go. I feel like the rotten flesh might be the problem. Also, is this going to be the issue? Or at least related to it, like the moon cycles? Because it was full moon then, and it's a full moon symbol. Why have you not done that one block? Like, I messed around and made sure that, like, so many people were entitled to mine. But none of you seem to have bothered. That's fine. I'm honestly surprised that anyone would come here after that. I mean, it seems to be like it's going to be an ongoing situation. I'm feeling emotionally drained. It may surprise you to know, but I'm feeling a tad emotionally drained after suddenly having to encounter that weirdier and the fallout that has come from it. Ah, there we go. We can do the second guild hall now. So maybe it'll be time to call it for this this stream. Guild of Diamond. One worker. I think that the flutes is the one below. The Cloudy Company, there was it. There we are. Okay. So as long as no one else dies, I think we're doing pretty well. For one, we need to get this mutated corpse out of the way. And the bones. Am I going to go to the surface to where my refuse stock is and find that they've just like dropped the bodies there? Please tell me they haven't. They literally have. Guys, this is why we need to build out the the mausoleum more, because this is kind of a problem, you know? Particularly the rotten flesh. I think that might be a particular problem. Oh God. Again, what is going on with these? Is the barracks they still don't use? Oh. Right. No. No, 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 no. No. Stop digging that. Immediately. What priority is that? Oh, right, well that's why then. We're dropping this to priority 5. Now, hopefully they'll move back. In any case, now I can redraw that stockpile. Right. I'm gonna pause that and pretend I didn't hear. Oh, well, if a weredeer bled to death, that's fine, isn't it? But there's still one up, it seems. I'm basically just like sending all my most decent fighters to death, I think. Sure, let's just follow this word here and see what's going on. Jesus fuck. Oh, and that was miasma. Because of all the rotten flesh. And vomit. I think it's sort of fallen apart, isn't it? And the miasma seems to have... What? Oh, so that is what. So they can transform back. More dead bodies. Ah, they finally started building it. Okay. At least now we found out what the problem was. So this is where I think it stops. We're gonna go... She was disgusted after registering on the miasma. She felt sympathy remembering bringing someone to rest in bed. She didn't feel anything seeing all these people's dead bodies. 1 sec. I'll deal with it after I've dealt with the coffins. Peasant has gone berserk. Oh, this is the person who, the craftsman. I think that might be their blood there. He's been struck down. That ended quite quickly. Peasant cancels. Strange mood went insane. Fighting who? I was near a door and it pleases me. Are you gonna move this? So they've not even been placed yet. Right, ah. Bone Doctor. No idea if it'll do anything, but hopefully they'll improve somehow. Why are they still there? So are they actually training now? And one of them's turned into the were-deer. Okay. Okay. Once again, this one's down to 3. And have I lost my... No, it seems I haven't. Not yet. Oh, well, some of them have been moved. Yeah, we're down to 24, and like none of them are happy. And from the looks of things there, the fact that it's all been so gross is now, and then like the miasma and whatnot, is ultimately going to affect. Why are you sitting? Why are you sleeping in like a puddle of vomit? Come on, dude. Okay, where are these guys? Is there a third kobold? There has to be. Oh, just the 2. You're asleep. Come on, dude. You need to wake up and... Wait, he's also in the hospital. Ugh, come on. Well, we scared them off already. Well, congrats to whoever scared them off. Well, they're dead then. Good. But this guy, you were doing nothing. Oh, to be a cat in a fortress where the word is have killed everyone. Hey, a half-dead goose? I think we're going to have to deal with that. Oh no, it's a pet. God damn it. There's so many teeth everywhere. Another word here. $17, $18. And they've turned back into a human. Oh. No. You know, I'm gonna leave this running, and I'm gonna turn off the audio for a bit. I just wanna see what happens, because we're at the point where I'm like a third of what I had before population size, and there's not going to be any fixing this now. But I also don't know that there's anything that I can say to be informative. But, you know, I'm glad I got this stream set up, and I pushed myself to do this, because I'm very glad that I got this. I got to show this with you all. The downfall of my my first really good fortress. And now we'll move to another place, and well, not move to another place. We'll start a new settlement elsewhere, and maybe some of these people who turned into Werdir will appear again, because maybe I put the monster level a bit too high. Maybe. Anyway, that's that. So I'll leave it like that. Okay. I'll kill the stream in a little bit, but I'll just leave it running to see in case anything else happens. Is basically it. But yeah, thank you for coming, and yeah, that's basically it. Just a long sigh. It's part of the Dwarf Fortress experience, but yeah. Anyway, see ya.